Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
On Breakfast Bites today, we talk about horticulture, or more simply gardening, which can help you live longer, apparently. So without further ado, my question to the two of you is, any gardening habits we should all know about?
I would say I would love to garden more, but I haven't been all successful in recent times because they start out quite well, and then I think overwater them, and then it's all start to wither, and yeah.
Fair enough.
There's something very daunting about starting a garden, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time as well. So, the investment of time and the tools and all that, plus the space. I keep thinking that in order to have a garden and to grow something, you need an ample amount of outdoor space, which is very hard to come by in Singapore, right?
Absolutely.
So I haven't dabbled at all into gardening, but I do think that it has a lot of benefits, including keeping the kids, one, occupied, but also informed of how we grow things to eat and to, and they also love flowers, actually.
Yeah.
So that's something I should look into, but I've always been kind of like, I'll deal with this another time.
Fair play. I mean, you've still got a long life ahead, so you can always experiment with that. So Scandinavian countries typically are the market leaders when it comes to innovative practices. And in 2015, Norway became one of the first countries to create a national dementia care plan, which includes government-offered daycare services such as care farms. Now, as researchers recognize the vast cognitive benefits of working on the land, more communities are integrating gardening into healthcare, treating all kinds of health needs through socially prescribed activities in nature, or as some call them, green prescriptions.
Green prescriptions, I like that.
Yeah, so we all know that more physical activity improves mental and physical health, but gardening supercharges these benefits. Why, you might ask? Well, some of these benefits may come from the use it or lose it cognitive framework, a theory that suggests the strength of our mental abilities in older adulthood depend on how frequently we use them. So when we neglect to perform tasks that stimulate certain parts of our brain, those parts of our brain begin to lose their functionality, but regularly engaging in these activities such as problem solving, learning a new skill, or being creative in older adulthood can have the opposite effect, and gardening helps with exactly that.
Interesting. When you mentioned that we're going to be talking about gardening today, I kept thinking about how to grow organic vegetables,
Sure.
The health benefits of that. But this actually goes to show that the benefits of gardening is more in the process than it is the end product, right?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And to your earlier point, Audrey, some experts believe that gardening at care farms can provide a sense of agency and independence. So your kids figure out skills that they otherwise wouldn't, perhaps at school, for instance. People love it because they can see the results of their work, because gardening and farm work lends itself to group observation. So people who struggle with memory loss, for example, may have an easier time following along.
Right. I can get behind that, right? You reap what you sow, so you put in the hard work, you see your fruits after your labor, so to speak. And I think a lot of people can learn along the way the journey of all the little processes that go behind making something grow, watering it, taking care of it every day.
Sure.
So it's a long process, and I think a lot of skills and lessons come along with it.
Yeah, that's true. You lived in Australia for some time, and there's a lot more space there. Did you ever indulge in gardening?
Not too much. I actually did more as in Singapore, where you have more sun, it's more compact. And I guess I have my own space more here in Singapore than in Australia, because I was renting there, so not too much my own, freedom to do my own stuff. But otherwise, I found myself maybe spend time thinking about my life, thinking about what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Going about the whole process.
Yeah, speaking of Singapore, we do have our own therapeutic horticulture programs. So these programs maximize the features of a therapeutic garden through the use of plants and nature-related activities. They are conducted by trained people for senior citizen groups or people with dementia and other special needs. So the programs have been specially designed to promote low-intensity exercise, improve motor skills, encourage positive social interactions and connections with nature, and promote mindfulness. So some of the activities that senior citizens here can indulge in at these programs: scent bag making, leaf collage, gardening in the form of pruning, watering, or weeding, growing of edible sprouts, flower and lead pressing on cards, and propagation of edible plants.
Very nice. So even if you don't have your own garden, you could still take part in gardening activities with N Parks, which is so nice to know. I know a lot of people here, I imagine, would love to take part in stuff like this, but they just don't have the space to, start one on their own. So this is a great thing.
A great thing indeed. Ryan's chomping at the bit to throw in a joke here. Ryan,
Okay,
what do you
here you
have?
go. Why do so many leprechauns love to garden?
Because they're green?
Yes, they have green thumbs.
Ooh. Oh, right. Okay. Nice one. All right, that's Breakfast Bites.